Well, welcome back to another Wednesday Whiskey Review from the boys at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Mike, you want to say something. I know you do. Say it. Get it off your chest,
I
bro.
was going to do half of the intro, but then you just kept rambling and rambling.
Well, welcome back.
This week's Wednesday Whiskey Review is sponsored by Addie's.
Go figure.
We appreciate their partnership. If you have not downloaded their app, you probably should, for more reasons than one. If you want more info on that, listen to our weekly episodes. However, they have an app. It is great. You can check their selection. You can buy things and ship it to you if you're within the state of New York. They have an in-house wine sommelier. They're family-owned and operated, and they do great things for the North Towns, a.k.a. Billtown, which they're located in, right off the transit across the street from Neat, next to Wegmans and Home Goods. So you can buy all the things you would ever need inside of your house when you stop at Addie's. So go Bills. And Addie's, thank you so much. We appreciate it. You can find their app on the Google Playground Play Store and the Apple App Store. So just search Addie's Fine Wine and Spirits. It'll pop right up. And click it, download it, and then start shopping, people.
While you're at it, you can buy our BHH single barrel that we just released with Clonakilty. So you can purchase it, pre-order it right now. It won't be available until St. Paddy's Day, but get your hands on it because it's a limited run Irish whiskey aged in a Sauterne barrel, which is a French white dessert wine. So get your hands on that. It's going to be delicious. Only one like it in the country. Do it right now.
Also, if you do that, pay for it on the app at the time, and for a pickup date, because it's not going to be ready until March. Everyone knows that, including the store. So just pick a random date and pay for it with a credit card. Do not select pay at store, because then you won't be getting your bottle. I don't care what alerts you get. I don't care what emails you get. It doesn't matter what notifications arrive on your phone once you're done. If you select pay at store, you did not successfully reserve a bottle. So ensure that you pay for it at one time when you are searching for it and buying it and reserving it, and then you'll be all set. Again, don't worry about the pickup date and time. Just pick a day, and we'll let you know when it's available, which is going to be in March.
People are going to be buying our bottle. Why are you so mad?
They're not. People are getting confused. I'm sick of answering the same question. It is okay.
Anywho,
Let's dive into
through
this
our
week's
partnership with
Wednesday's
Addie's.
Whiskey Review.
Through our partnership with Addie's, we are going to be giving you guys 10% off of a whiskey at the end of the episode. So make sure you stick around for that.
Yes.
Because you will be getting 10% off if you order from their app and enter code BHH at checkout. So today, we have Laphroaig Islay Whiskey, 10-year, aged in sherry casks.
Which is supplied by who?
Mr. Mike Filipski. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Mr.
you.
Mike Laphroaig Lovin Filipski.
Yeah, if
Thank
you want more information on Laphroaig,
Or Mike.
go check out the video here because he was a guest appearance when he brought Johnny Walker Rye and Laphroaig Carchis whiskey, and it was delicious, and he talked a lot about Laphroaig. So if you want more information on that, go check it out. Today he provided us this. Again, thank you so much, and we're going to be trying it out. So this is Laphroaig's typical 10-year whiskey aged in French Oloroso sherry casks. So if you know what Laphroaig 10 tastes like, it's peaty, it's typical Islay Scotch, and you are going to be tasting it. Thank you so much, Dad. You're going to be tasting it with married with a French Oloroso sherry cask. So it's going to be interesting to see how these flavors marry together, and I'm excited. But let's start with label branding.
I love Scotch.
Scotch. Down into my belly.
They have a real cork. Bumps it up to an A. Their packaging is classic Laphroaig.
Always on point.
They have their logo a part of their cork top. Their bottles are green, because green bottles matter.
Oh, yeah. Hoorah.
Moving right on from that, not even going to acknowledge it. The rating for me is an A++ check.
A++ check. I like it. I like that they added the red/maroon/burgundy label on the stripe across to indicate that it's a sherry oak finish. And the colors just marry so well together. The white, the dark burgundy, and the green bottle just looks very classy. And it comes with packaging, which is my favorite. All right. The back of the bottle says, the unique expression from Laphroaig combines the unforgettable flavor of our 10-year-old whiskey with the sweet aromatic flavors of the Oloroso sherry casks. This marriage of casks creates a rich and full-bodied flavor. We're not going to talk about the notes because that's what we do here. Laphroaig, meaning beautiful hollow by the broad bay, has married malted barley with the smoke from our native peat to produce one of the most richly flavored of all Scotch whiskeys since 1815. Distilled on the tiny island of Islay off the west coast of Scotland, the flavor has an untamed as the island itself.
All right.
To find more about Laphroaig, go to laphroaig.com. But yeah, all right. So
let's smell her.
You're so obnoxious. Just smell the whiskey. That's what you get for trying to do such a big boy sniff.
It was Mother Earth inside the glass coming to say, hey, how are you? I do like it, though. There's a lot of fruit on the nose. A lot of fruit. Of course, you get Mother Earth in the peat because it's still it's still a Laphroaig. I'm all over the place today.
No. You all right?
No.
So, if you're not an experienced Laphroaig drinker, the first note that you're going to pick up is the peat. It's very prominent, but as soon as you get past that and you're like, this is what I'm drinking, you get those perfect plum and dark cherry notes of the sherry cask coming through.
He read the label.
I did not. It just adds a sweetness to it that you're just not expecting because of how peaty the initial smell is. I love this smell.
I feel like you will walk around with peat in your pocket when you're 60. And instead of smelling like cigars like you're supposed to, you'll smell like scotch. And everyone's going to be like, this guy's a raging alcoholic. And then you will say, haha, not wrong, but not right now.
I wonder if Laphroaig has a cologne that I could buy.
Oh,
all right, so nose. What do you got on the nose?
I mean, after the cologne idea, probably a B. No, I'm
going to go A+.
Are you really? Yeah. I was going to go B+.
All right, let's compromise with A-. I agree. See, that's how we do averages, Mike. All right, so initial taste.
Here we go. It's peatier than it. The peaty taste is worse than the smell. And the taste of the peat overpowers the nose.
This smells like a sherry scotch. It tastes like a typical Laphroaig 10 on the initial taste, for sure.
Without any shadow of a doubt. Wow.
I love this, dude. This makes me so happy.
Studio smells like a peated wet field in Scotland.
Hell yeah.
And Derek never wants to leave now.
Doesn't that sound great, everybody? Wouldn't you want to come here and hang out with us right now?
So, Pete?
Yeah. I mean, realistically, all right, so you're getting peat. What else are you getting?
More peat. Smoke. And a faint bit of cherry on the initial taste. But the fruit notes are going to come later, so we can't dive into them yet.
To me, I'm picking up a lot of char. Like, not necessarily peat, but like char, like smoky wood.
Is that because it's been around for a while, or?
No, I think that's... So, I think it's just the Laphroaig 10. You're getting... It is a peat note, and that peat is very significant and pronounced. But once you peel back that a little bit, you pick up more of a, like, burnt toast, like a toast, but you burn it way too much. Like, you put the toaster on 10, you forgot about it. It didn't toast the right way the first time, so you put it back down again, you forget about it, and then it literally starts the kitchen on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so initial taste for me is a hard B.
Okay, initial taste for me is an A-. So we go a B+ there. See, compromise again. Averages of numbers. But yeah, I like... Are you picking up that char, or is it just peat for you?
Oh, no. I mean, there's char, without a doubt, but it's...
Have you ever made... All right, so here we go. You know hobo pies when you go camping? But do you do croissant rolls, or do you do bread?
No, pieces of bread. Full pieces of bread.
Dude, you have to do crescent rolls. Croissant rolls, whatever. You like get those Pillsbury ones that roll out that you have to cook. Dude, it is life-changing. life-changing. So
That's something
if
the
you
French
do that,
would do. I'm not.
hell yeah,
I'm
and
not.
it's fantastic. So you do that, but you leave it in the fire for too long, and then you take the bite of the
You're eating raw dough if it's not cooked enough.
Well, yeah, but you instead of cooking it just enough, you burn the shit out of it because you forgot about it again. You didn't realize how hot coals are. So you take that bite of it, and it's all like the wood and burntness. That's what this tastes like. All right, ending note. What yeah, you getting ending note?
I'm still just getting cherry and then it dissipates, but smoke lingers forever with this. The smoke and the peat doesn't leave. As soon as you open the bottle, it enters your world. You drink it, you forget about it, it's still there. It's like the first time you've ever smoked a cigar, and you're like, it's been 2 days, and I can still somewhat smell it when I breathe. Like, it's one of those. Like, it just doesn't leave your soul.
Yeah. On the ending note, though, I'm getting kind of like a buttered pie crust. Like, if you've ever... Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to ask if you've ever, because you're an American. You've had pie before. But you know what I'm talking about? Like that pie, the buttered, caramelized butter pie crust. That's like not the top layer, but the bottom layer of the crust. That's lingering for me with some sea salt and cherry. And like the cherry, plum, those flavors. But that's obvious.
I just wrote down sugar. Sea salt's a better call.
Thanks.
I mean, it's very similar.
Not at all.
Yeah, it is. Sugar and sea salt.
Those are literally two different sides of the spectrum.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, for
Sweet
me...
and salty.
No, not like that. What I'm saying is when you... I mean... I chose the wrong word. Chill.
He's wrong.
But you get... I mean, it's like a wood sugar, but it's like salt... It's both. Like, I don't,
there's both in
All
there.
right.
You get the wood sugar.
I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, you get the charred wood sugar that I'm talking about with the pie crust. That's kind of where I'm getting the sugar from, which is that buttered pie crust. And then that's followed up with a little sea salt and the cherry, plum, blueberry type, really dark colored fruit at the end. This is fantastic to me.
What would you rate the ending note?
I would probably, again...
I still feel like I'm drinking a campfire.
I would still go A+, but I know that that's not your wheelhouse.
No.
I've said wheelhouse like 7 times today, and I'm not okay with it. Corporate life for you.
Ew.
David.
Ew, David. Yeah, B+ again.
Okay. I just like the diversity of flavors in here. I really do.
How corporate of you.
Let's just kick it up a notch a little bit.
Yeah, it's going off.
I like the flavors that you get, that pungent peat, smoke, charred smell and initial taste, kind of, but that's married so well with the sweetness from the sherry, from the sea salt, from the sugar, the pie crust, the butter. Like, all of that stuff is coming through and marrying together to give you this enjoyable Islay whiskey for somebody who is not into peat. Like, even yourself, you're not a big peat guy, but you can enjoy this because there's those subtle nuances in there that are like, oh, okay, I get that sweetness. I do like this a little bit more than if it was just Laphroaig 10.
Right.
Cool. All right. Ending note.
We did the ending note.
Final
rating.
rating. Nailed it.
It's right there. It's behind you.
Oh.
See, that's all I got to do. Turn your neck.
When did we get that? All right.
Give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1. 94. Come on. This is easy.
84, 94?
Yeah.
89.
Attaboy. Killing it.
Let's go.
If you want to see him struggle, check out next week because I'm going to throw a wrench in his plans.
If you put a fraction in there, I swear to God, I'm not going to answer.
Thank everybody for joining. If you do want to pick up, Addie's does not have this specific bottle, but they do have Laphroaig 10. So if you do go to Addie's, you can grab Laphroaig 10 for 10% off for the next week only. If you see the next one come out, it's no longer available for 10%. If you go to their store and you want to pick this up, hopefully by then we have a shelf. We should. Shelf of all of our whiskey on there, and then the top shelf will be where the 10% off is only. The bottom shelves are not 10% off, just that top shelf. So if you go, you see that on the top shelf, it's 10% off, and then you're good to go. And I do recommend trying this. Sherry casks are very good, but if you marry it with a very highly peated Islay whiskey, it just makes it even better for me. There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Please remember to always drink responsibly, be a good person, and Michael.
Do not litter.
We're out.